You are taking a simple, joyful walk in the park. The sun is warm on your face, and then, without any warning, it happens. A sudden seizing vice clamps down on your calf muscle. The pain is so intense, so violent, it feels like the muscle is tearing itself apart. You cry out, and you collapse to the ground, completely helpless, clutching your leg, unable to think, unable to move, able to do nothing but endure the unbearable agony until the storm of pain finally passes. That terrifying experience is not just a cramp. It is your body screaming for help. Today we are going to answer that call. We are giving you a complete cramp relief handbook, the tools you need for immediate fast-acting relief, and the long-term nutritional plan to rebuild your body so that it never has to scream like that again. Welcome back to Healthier Daily, the channel where we give you the simple science-backed truths to live a stronger and more independent life after 60. I'm your host, Dr. Ben Carter, and to guide us through this complete handbook for healing, we are joined by a physician who has spent his life teaching the wisdom of listening to the body's signals. It is our great honor to welcome Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara.
Thank you for having me, Ben. The story you told is a very powerful one. A cramp is a loud cry for help from the body. Our protocol today has two parts because we must approach this in two different ways. First, we must answer the immediate cry with a tool for fast comfort and relief. But then, and this is the most important part, we must address the deep root cause of the cry so that the body does not have to scream for help again in the future. We need two different approaches for these two different problems.
And that is exactly how we have structured our guide for you today. In this complete handbook, we will first equip you with the emergency kit, 3 powerful remedies for immediate fast-acting relief when a cramp is happening right now. Then in the second half of the video, we will teach you the rebuilding protocol, a plan of 5 foundational foods for long-term prevention to help rebuild your body's strength and resilience. It is a true blessing to have this kind of knowledge to be able to bring both immediate comfort and long-term healing to our bodies. If you are ready to get your complete toolkit for fighting back against these painful leg cramps, please type the number 1 in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's completely free, and this guide is full of practical and life-changing information. Okay, doctor, let's open our handbook to the first and the most urgent chapter. A cramp is happening right now, and the pain is intense. What is in our emergency kit for fast-acting, immediate relief?
Yes, when the fire is burning, you must first call the firefighter. These are our 3 firefighters. They are not for long-term prevention. They are for the moment you are in pain and you need immediate relief. Our first and most surprising remedy is one that will shock many people, but it is the fastest of them all. It is pickle juice. This remedy is especially helpful for the active person who gets cramps during their activity. I had a patient, a gentleman in his late 60s, who loved to go for long, brisk walks. But he would often get a sudden, very painful cramp in his hamstring or in his calf muscle that would stop him right in his tracks. It was very frustrating for him. We taught him to carry a very small bottle of simple organic pickle juice with him on his walks. The next time a painful cramp hit, he took just a small sip. He told me the cramp released its terrible grip in less than 1 minute. For him, it was like magic.
It does feel like magic, but the science behind it is brilliant. And it is not what most people think. It is not about the sodium or the electrolytes in the juice. The new and exciting research from places like Brigham Young University shows that when that sour, acidic pickle juice hits the special nerve receptors at the back of your throat, it triggers a very powerful neurological reflex. This reflex sends an immediate signal down your spinal cord that actually interrupts the faulty, misfiring nerve signal that is causing the cramp in your leg. It is essentially rebooting the short circuit in your nervous system. As the source text notes, this can stop a cramp in as little as 85 seconds, which is much faster than water or even a sports drink. It is the fastest way to stop a cramp that is already happening.
So the pickle juice is the emergency off switch. Our second tool in our emergency kit is for rapid rehydration and for rebalancing the electrolytes after the cramp has passed. It is coconut water.
And coconut water is the perfect follow-up. After a muscle has been through a violent cramp, especially one that was caused by exercise or by sweating, your body is very low on its essential electrolytes. Coconut water is nature's perfect rehydration drink. It is absolutely packed with potassium, which we know is essential for the healthy electrical signals in our nerves. And it provides this potassium and other electrolytes in a natural balanced package without any of the high fructose corn syrup, the artificial colors, or the artificial flavors that you find in a commercial sports drink. So we have the pickle juice to stop the signal and the coconut water to rehydrate the system. What is the third and final tool in our emergency kit, Doctor?
Our final tool is the Master Relaxation Mineral, but in its most fast-acting form. It is powdered magnesium citrate.
And the form here is the absolute key to its use in an emergency. As we have discussed in many of our videos, magnesium is the off switch for our muscles. It is the mineral that allows them to relax. The citrate form of magnesium is what we call highly bioavailable, which means it is very easy for your body to be able to absorb it quickly. When you mix the powder with water, it can get into your system much faster than a hard compressed pill that your stomach has to break down. So for a person who is feeling very tight and is prone to cramping after a long day or right before they go to bed, a small glass of magnesium citrate in water can be a wonderful and a very fast-acting way to help the muscles to finally relax and let go of their tension. It is a true blessing to have these different powerful gifts from nature. The sour vinegar, the hydrating coconut, and the calming mineral, each with its own specific and intelligent job to do to bring our bodies back into a state of balance. So that is our incredible emergency kit for providing immediate relief when a cramp is happening right now. It is a true lifesaver for so many people. But doctor, our ultimate goal is not just to treat the cramps, it is to stop them from ever happening in the first place. This brings us to the second and the most important act of our handbook, the rebuilding protocol.
Yes, this is the most important part of the entire journey. This is about rebuilding your body's natural strength and its resilience over time so that you do not need to use the emergency kit anymore. This is about the foundational foods that you should be eating every single day to nourish your muscles and your nerves. This protocol is for the person who is suffering from those chronic and debilitating nightly cramps. I had a patient, a woman, who told me that her sleep and her entire quality of life were being completely destroyed by this problem. She was actually afraid to go to sleep at night because she knew that she would be woken up by that terrible seizing pain in her legs. Her body's precious mineral stores were completely depleted. The absolute foundation of her healing was to begin rebuilding those stores with two simple and very powerful foods, Greek yogurt and spinach.
Let's start with the Greek yogurt. I know we have talked about it before for its wonderful protein, but how does it specifically help with preventing these terrible leg cramps?
It is a perfect food for this specific problem because it contains what the source text for our video so wisely calls the electrolyte triangle.
That is a wonderful term, and it is so accurate. A high-quality plain Greek yogurt contains a beautiful and a very natural balance of all three of the key electrolytes that are needed for proper muscle function. You have the calcium, which is the go signal for the muscle to contract. You have the potassium, which is the conductor for the nerve signal. And you have the magnesium, which is the essential stop signal that allows the muscle to relax. By eating a simple food like Greek yogurt, you are providing your body with the entire team of minerals that it needs to be able to run its electrical system properly and in a balanced way. And because it is a fermented food, the protein and the minerals are often very easy for a senior to be able to digest and to absorb.
So the Greek yogurt provides the complete electrolyte team. And our second foundational food, the spinach, provides even more of these minerals, but with an added, very special benefit.
It does. Spinach is another wonderful powerhouse of both potassium and magnesium. But as you said, doctor, it also has a second very powerful benefit for preventing cramps that is so often overlooked. It is one of the richest food sources on the planet of natural nitrates. As we have discussed in our videos on circulation, your body takes these natural nitrates from the spinach and it converts them into that magical molecule, nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is the molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and to open up. This improves the circulation of healthy oxygen-rich blood to all of your leg muscles. And better circulation means two very important things for preventing cramps. First, you are delivering more oxygen and more of those important electrolytes to the muscles. And second, you are more efficiently removing the metabolic waste products like lactic acid that can build up in the muscles and can contribute to cramping. So with the spinach, you are providing both the essential electrolytes and the improved circulation that is needed to deliver them.
And as we have discussed before, to get the most benefit from your spinach, it is always best to gently cook it. This helps to reduce the oxalates that are in the spinach, and it makes all of the wonderful minerals like the magnesium much more available for your body to be able to absorb. A simple side of sautéed spinach with your dinner is a wonderful medicine for your legs.
It is a truly blessed thing to see how these simple common foods that we have been given contain such a complex and an intelligent combination of all of these different healing nutrients. This is such powerful information, Doctor. We love sharing it with our global community. To help us see our global community, please let us know what city, state, or country you are watching from. We love hearing from all of you. So our foundational rebuilding foods for this protocol are the wonderful Greek yogurt, which provides that beautiful electrolyte triangle, and the powerful spinach for its minerals and its circulation boosting nitrates. Doctor, what are the final powerhouse foods that our viewers should be adding to their diet for our rebuilding protocol?
Yes. Now we will add the final foods to complete our nutritional foundation for strong and for cramp-free legs. Our next three powerhouse foods are dried apricots, pumpkin seeds, and the wonderful sweet potato.
Let's start with the dried apricots. This is an interesting choice because, as we have discussed in a previous video, we must be very mindful of the high sugar content in dried fruits.
That is correct. Moderation is the key. But in small, sensible amounts, dried apricots are an incredible and a very concentrated source of two minerals that are essential for preventing cramps. The first is potassium, and the second is iron. The iron is very important for helping to deliver oxygen to your muscles, which is essential for preventing the cramps that are caused by simple fatigue. And it is very important, as the source text notes, that you always choose the unsweetened and the unsulfured dried apricots. The sulfites that are often used as a preservative can be an irritant to a sensitive person's nervous system.
So a small handful of unsulfured dried apricots is a powerful mineral boost. And what about our next powerhouse, the pumpkin seeds?
As we have discussed, the pumpkin seed is a true champion of the master relaxation mineral magnesium. It is one of the most concentrated and delicious food sources on the entire planet. For this essential mineral,
And as we now know, if calcium is the go signal that tells our muscles to contract, magnesium is the essential stop signal that allows them to relax. For the person who is suffering from those constant nagging nighttime leg cramps, a lack of magnesium is very often the root cause.
And our final food in our rebuilding protocol is perhaps the most complete of them all. It is the beautiful and the very nourishing sweet potato. It is a true, complete muscle food. It contains a wonderful and a very harmonious balance of potassium, magnesium, and even some calcium. And on top of that, it provides wonderful complex carbohydrates. These are the slow-burning fuel that your muscles need to have sustained energy throughout the day.
So, doctor, let's return one final time to our patient, the woman whose life was being destroyed by those chronic nightly cramps. What was the final result for her after she incorporated all of these rebuilding foods into her diet?
This is the beautiful part of her story. After establishing the foundation with the Greek yogurt and the spinach, she then began to add these next 3 foods to her diet. She would have a small handful of pumpkin seeds in the evening. She would have a small boiled sweet potato with her dinner a few times a week. And she would have a few dried apricots as a healthy snack. Over the course of about 2 months of this consistent daily rebuilding protocol, her nightly cramps completely disappeared. She told me that she was finally able to sleep through the entire night peacefully and without fear for the first time in many years. By nourishing her body in this complete way, she had finally given her muscles everything that they needed to find their natural state of balance and peace.
That is a truly wonderful and a very inspiring story. It is a blessed reminder that when we give our body all of the simple and correct tools that it needs, it has an incredible and a very powerful ability to be able to heal itself. Doctor, this has been an incredible and a very complete handbook. You have given our viewers a full 2-part strategy for fighting back against painful leg cramps. We have the emergency kit with fast-acting tools like pickle juice for immediate relief. And more importantly, we have the rebuilding protocol for powerful long-term prevention. This is a truly holistic and very powerful approach to senior health. By combining the repair tools from eggs, the energy fuel from bananas, and the relaxation minerals from nuts and seeds, our viewers can now begin to address the deep root causes of their nightly leg cramps. This knowledge is a true cornerstone of a proactive senior health strategy, one that is so often overlooked. It is a practical daily way to fight back against the frustrating and sleep-depriving pain of leg cramps and to live a more comfortable and an active life.
I want to leave you with this one final thought. You must not see a leg cramp as an enemy to be defeated in a single battle. You must see it as a conversation. Your body is speaking to you through the pain. It is telling you what it is missing, what it is crying out for. The rebuilding protocol that we have shared today is how you answer your body. It is how you say, I am listening and I am providing you with what you need. This consistent daily conversation of nourishment is the true path to lasting peace in your body. When you nourish your body with these beautiful rebuilding foods every single day, you will find that you need the emergency kit less and less over time, until one day you may not need it at all.
That is a beautiful message, Doctor. To see our symptoms as a conversation. It's a wonderful reminder to be good stewards of our health by being both prepared for the immediate moment and dedicated to the long, blessed journey of healing. And of course, it is absolutely essential that you speak with your personal doctor or a registered dietitian before making any significant changes to your diet, especially if you have any existing health conditions. Please remember that our conversation today is for educational purposes and is not a substitute for the direct medical advice from your own trusted physician. If you found this complete handbook for leg cramps to be helpful, please give this video a like so that others can find this vital information. And be sure to share it with a friend or a family member who you know might be struggling with this very painful issue. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It is completely free, and it ensures you will not miss our next practical health guide. And for our community discussion today, we would love to know, which part of this handbook is more important for you right now, the emergency kit for immediate relief or the rebuilding protocol for long-term prevention? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for being with us. Be well.